Hi. Something that I think is interesting to think about is how many Toy Story films should there be? I thought that Toy Story 4 would be the last Toy Story film. It seemed like the ending that it had was the big ending of the franchise, and I thought that it was a good time to stop doing Toy Story films. So I had concerns about Toy Story 5, and I ended up feeling glad that it happened. I thought that it was a really good continuation that didn't ruin the ending of Toy Story 4. And Toy Story 3 felt like a film that was saying goodbye, and then it also felt like Toy Story 4 was a film that was saying goodbye. And so I thought that it would be a problem if Toy Story 5 was another film that felt like it was saying goodbye, but Toy Story 5 doesn't feel like an ending to the franchise for me. It feels like there's still stuff to do with the characters. So I feel like there should at least be a Toy Story 6. Um, Considering that there were three films with Andy as the kid for the toys, it does make sense if there were three films with Bonnie as the kid for the toys. So I guess that Toy Story 6 would be a good place to potentially end the franchise. However, if they had an amazing idea for Toy Story 7 that was a really emotional story for a couple characters that was really worth telling, then I think that it would be good to have a Toy Story 7. And I feel like as long as they have really great ideas, not just a decent ideas or okay ideas that could be a kind of fun film, as long as they have really good ideas, because I feel like all five Toy Story films have meaningful moments. I feel like there isn't a Toy Story film out of the five that feels like, well, it's just another Toy Story film. It's just Woody and Buzz going on another little adventure. It's fun, okay, but nothing really meaningful happens. I feel like every Toy Story film, even if some are better than others, I feel like they all have purpose. They have heart. And I feel like as long as Toy Story films have that, then I think it makes sense to keep doing Toy Story films. However, if there's ever an idea that they have, they think, well, it's okay, it's a decent enough idea, fun little venture, but not much heart, then I feel like then it wouldn't be the best idea to make that film. So I feel like as long as they have ideas for really good, heartfelt stories that have meaning to them, I think it makes sense to keep doing Toy Story films. And because 5 feels like it wraps up the particular story that it has well, but doesn't feel like a big definitive ending to the franchise, I feel like there should at least be a Toy Story 6. I feel like less sure about Toy Story 7, 8, 9, stuff like that. I don't know if that would be the best idea, but I do think having at least one more film would be really good for the franchise. So I do hope that Toy Story 6 happens.